Hello everyone, it's Lord Magicus, and it is time for our Merfolk and Modern stream. Alright, I guess I should probably start by getting the actual cards. It's usually a good place to go. Let me get these from Mana Traders real quick. And then we'll get started in a few minutes here. Alright. Any second now. We're not really changing anything from last week. We're just going to jam the same list. But, I mean, I still have to get the cards. Oh, alright, we should have them any second now. Great. There we go. Ta-da! Mana Traders. Okay. Oops. Here. There we go. We got them all. Excellent. That's right, Stream Elements. I am now live. Good job. Great. Now we just make a deck. Well, since the list is the same as last time, go to Fishies. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, did it split our playsets at all again? Yeah, it did. You see Subtlety in the sideboard. We're never going to get that to happen again. That was a one-time thing. Like, almost always, at least one set of cards is split between different versions. So, yeah, it looks like we have one copy of Subtlety that just wants to be different than all the rest today. Okay, that's fine. Oh, actually, it might help if you could actually see it. There we go. Ta-da! Look at that. Magical. So, yeah, we got 3 of the really cool Subtlety here, and then one just, I have to be different than everyone else. So, but I mean, yeah, we're playing it. It's the same 75 as last week. I didn't find anything very wrong with it, so I'm interested in trying it again. Mostly just testing to see if the Phantasmal Image as a 2 of in the main is the right idea or not. I think that it's probably fine. So, we'll see. But I don't really need to change a whole lot, so. Yeah, let's go. Get our Modern League on. Excellent. Of course, you see M. Hayashi here up on the leaderboard. One of the fellow fish friends. Though he also likes playing. There's a mono blue kind of control version that people. Oh, yeah, the Merfolk community refers to that deck as Sea and Sky. So it plays like Svyelun and also plays like some flying creatures like Subtlety and Vodalian Click. So you might see that build every now and then. It is not the style of deck that I feel like I'd be really good with, so I haven't really played it much, but there's a bunch of Merfolk people who enjoy that deck, so. And M. Hayashi is like all about that. I think I just saw that like somebody had just played it and done really well with it. Yeah, somebody won like an RCQ playing his version of that deck, so it's pretty good. One of the things that deck does is it has like a lot of utility land, so it'll play stuff like Blast Zone in it and Fairy Conclave, Hall of the Storm Giants. And then yeah, they're just playing a bunch of like counter spells and stuff like Chalice Dismember, you know, Brazen Borrower, that sort of stuff. Alright. We are on the play. Excellent. This hand is fine. We're going to keep it. Actually, I'd say it's more than fine. This is good. Almost great. I mean, you could very easily argue it's great, but I'd say it's probably fine. Maybe, depending if this was like a different 2-drop, this would probably elevate it from good to great. But who knows? Maybe it'll turn out that this is going to be a match where we really want that. Okay. Alright, what do we got, opponent? Stomping Ground tapped. Okay. Take our Vial up. I think we can pretty safely play Mutavault here. It's not impossible that they're going to play something like Wrenn and 6 this turn. I don't want to play... Yeah, like, obviously, vialing in Dockhand and playing Image is not really that good. We can play Mutavault, though. There's some possibility that maybe we'll use the Image to copy Mutavault at some point, but I don't see any reason why not to do this right now. They play Wrenn and 6, we can just vial in the Rishadan Dockhand. Yeah. It'll go up to 4. If we could get a Lord this turn, that would be fantastic. Because that would let us kill this thing. Tide Shaper is not really going to help us much here. But I think we can still play it, right? So we can put Wrenn and 6 down to 1, play the Tide Shaper. Can actually use the Phantasmal Image to copy the Mutavault here, too. I don't necessarily need to play Tide Shaper right now, though, because it'd only be a 1/1. Or actually, no. Okay, no. Here's the thing is, if I copy the Mutavault with this will actually be an unactivated Mutavault, so I can actually Tide Shape this. So yeah, I like that plan. All right, let's do this now. Because this is now also protected from Wrenn and 6. Merfolk. Yeah, because now we can do this. I did not mean to click on the mountain. I should have clicked on the Stomping Ground. I was just... The mouse slipped. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot because they have, like, basically perfect mana anyway. But, whatever. It's fine. They already have, like, another fetch land in their hand, so... We've got a fair bit of power here, though. Okay, that's not how that works. You have an island in play. Unless they're just going to play another one. Oh, they shame conceded. What the hell? Opponent, what have you done with your life? They were like, I don't get it. Like, how could that be a thing? Fuck. All right. Okay. So they showed us Naya colors with Wrenn and 6. So this could be like Domain Zoo. They were all mountain, so it could also be creativity. It's not entirely clear. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, they only showed us Wrenn and 6 and then a bunch of, like, you know, dual land, so. How do we want to approach this? Okay. So here's the thing. Like, this card is probably weak unless it's creativity. Like, the Dismembers if this is the domain zoo deck, then the Dismember is going to be a lot better. Otherwise, the Force of Negation will be better. They didn't tell us a whole lot here, though. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure what the mana bases look like here, because I figured they would have gotten Triomes. Hmm. I am willing to bet that maybe this is the creativity deck, but it's not clear to me. And that, I don't know, maybe that's them fucking up. Yeah, but I don't feel like they would have conceded to that, right? I don't know. It's hard to say. They didn't really give us a whole lot to go on here. I think that I'm gonna hope that it's creativity, and I'm gonna plan around that. Okay. We'll bring in the mana leaks because it's probably safe regardless of which deck it is. Is there anything safe I can take out? Like, hmm. All right, I guess we're gonna go with the assumption that this is not the zoo deck. Because I think if it is the zoo deck, we have a much better chance versus game 3. Whereas if this is creativity, I think we want to try to win this one right now, because it's going to be a little bit harder to try to win in 2 games. This hand seems like it's okay. Like, the mana leaks will be okay versus the zoo deck anyway, so it's really the thing is Force of Negation versus Dismember. I think the Dismember is worth a little bit more against the other deck, and Force of Negation is worth a little bit more against creativity, so we'll see. We got us. Trickster should be pretty good. If this is the zoo deck, then this kills like the Kavu immediately, which is nice. And we have us some lords here to back it up. Okay, well they're paused an end of combat for some reason. It looks like I'm still streaming, so I don't think it's me that's... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay. It's not clear to me that Harbinger is really important here, but... Okay, black... What do we got? Ren in 6? Okay, sure, fine. They don't have a fetch land for it. That's pretty good news, right? So probably just flash in Trickster in the end step. You're a little bit too late. It's still fine. Alright. So yeah, Trickster will come in on the end step. If they play like Fable or something here, then Force of Negation's not bad. Oh, they do have a fetch there, so they are going to get to their 4th land, guaranteed. As devastating as creativity itself is, okay, that's interesting. I feel like forcing is probably okay. I mean, they've shown us all 5 colors, right? So they haven't played a tri-land yet. However, they have played all mountains, which does make me think that maybe this is creativity. So I expect it'll eat a bolt, sure. Ah, that is a fantastic card to draw right here. It is bolt proof. If if they just go for like mind creativity, we have a force for it. No, they get Sacred Foundry. Okay, so what the hell's going on here? Teferi probably. Um, I actually think this is okay because I don't think there's anything they can do for 1 mana that I need to be worried about here. I'm just gonna kill to. Well, they're probably gonna minus on Svyelun, but then I will just vial in like a lord and attack it. No, well, okay. So the thing is, if they minus on Svyelun and do that, then they might have another bolt. Okay, so I see how this is. So I do need to force this, I think. The thing is, I can only safely put a lord in here that Svyelun will protect. Okay. Alright, so Svyelun will not. Sweet. Alright, they just gave up. So I'm pretty sure that I think that was creativity. But they it seems like it played really poorly. It might have been safer for us to vial in the Lord first, but then they probably wouldn't have bolted Svyelun there. Waiting gave us the chance to blow them out, but it also meant it wouldn't have been safe to vial in a Lord, so I would have had to have wait to my turn, play a Lord, and then then, they've already kind of committed to it at that point by minusing the Svyelun, or minusing Ren and 6, so it was sort of fine. Like, if I would have been okay with not having to vial in a Lord in the end step. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't really show us enough to be 100% sure what it was, but I feel like there was a 5-color creativity list. But they never actually played it, so they only played like 3 spells the whole game. All right. We'll take it, whatever. That can be a really tough match for us, so I'm fine with winning it. Hmm? Oh, shit. All right. We are waiting for our opponent to figure out what they're doing. Uh, we're in the draw. We do have 2 vials, so I think we can safely do this. Like, this is probably a little bit risky, but I'm willing to take the risk because we have 2 vials. So if they like spell pierce, oh fuck. All right. Well, this actually does make me feel a little bit better because now we have 2 dismembers. That's gonna help a lot too. So we're not gonna die this turn, but it's not gonna be great. Okay. Springleaf Drum. Ginger Brute. Okay. You may as well attack, right? There's no downside to this. It has haste. I need them to just be all in on like this hammer plan working, so I have to keep up both dismembers here. Chances are they're probably just going to go for a kill with Ink Moth if they have a hammer. That would be my guess. They have a Thopter. Oh, that's not great. Alright. Only have 2 cards left, so here's Ink Moth. Okay. I'm not going to block. Wait for this to go in the stack. They only have one card left, so we might be in okay shape. They clearly do not have a second hammer, so that's good news. I could play this second vial right now, but I don't... I kind of want to be able to flash in this Hexcatcher. If I play the second vial, I can keep up Dismember here. They only have one card, so maybe I do need to get this out. They don't have a hammer. I'm just thinking about whether if I need to like play the Hexcatcher, so then, you know, Violin Lord, and then maybe followed up with either another Lord or Svyelun. I guess if I draw a land, then it doesn't really matter. I'm going to play the Vial. It's really close for me, though. I could definitely go in either direction for this. I really want to keep up this. If they top deck a hammer, I want to have Dismember available, so... Okay, sure. They gain 1 damage, I don't care. They drew another Ornithopter. Okay, that's fine. Ornithopter is a dink. We'll take up this one. I think I want to leave this one on 2, because I do have 2 things to put into play this turn. Then next turn I will take I'll take one of them up to 3. That's pretty good. Okay. So we're in pretty good shape, actually. I don't think... Yeah, they had to have drawn another land here, so... Sure, they're only dealing 1 a turn, and we're dealing way more than that. They're dead and way sooner than us, so... And they're drawing like crap, so... As long as we keep up the Dismember, like, we're not in any danger, because I don't think they have Blacksmith skill in hand, because they would have used it if they did, I think, right? Take this one up, and we'll take this one up. That's pretty good, too. Just in case I need to sacrifice stuff to Hexcatcher, I would like to have that in play ahead of time. Like, they're dead next turn, so they have, like, 1 turn to try to do something. Okay. So, they're probably good. Yeah, they either have to, like, play a hammer here, or they're, like, dead, so... Yeah, okay, we win. Great. Fantastic. Dismember opener, it saved us. Okay, so I want my explosives here badly, and I need my Force of Negation. Image is not going to be good in this matchup. And I personally... Oh yeah, we need Spreading Seas. I personally don't really like Svyelun that much for this match. We have to cut 4 cards. Like, I kind of like the rest of this stuff a lot more anyway. Like, you could cut some Dockhands here. But I think I'm going to cut Svyelun. Because this is not a match where usually you're going to grind them out. And Svyelun is more for, like, matches where you need to, like, be a little bit more grindy. Like, they're trying to kill you on, like, turn 2 or 3, so... I want to have cards that disrupt them, and Svyelun is not really disruption, it's grind. I feel like I can win pretty easily with my other merfolk as long as I don't die, so I'm doing this. There's some argument to take out Dockhand because we have the explosives. This is not a terribly good hand. I think we need to do better than this. This is a little better, but not by a lot. I think that I probably want to keep spreading seas because I think I need to play Tide Shaper in turn one most likely. I guess I'm getting... I don't like all of this. Guess Hexcatcher can go. It's not a great hand. Alright, there's Esper Sentinel. Means if they play a Hollowed Fountain, this will get bigger. They're playing Seachrome. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well now we're in trouble. I think that we are just lost here. Like, we're gonna block this thing and it's not gonna do anything. Like, I don't realistically think we can come back from this. I'd rather just go to game 3. Alright. Yeah, our mulligans were not great. They had a really good hand. Oh, fuck. Again, I would love to keep this again, but with one land, it's like, I don't want to keep one land 7. This is fantastic. We're going to keep this for sure. Let's see. Probably just get rid of Force here. Or actually, I probably should get rid of Dockhand. I don't want to play Dockhand right away because of explosives. I don't really want to play this right away either, though. I want them to put stuff in play for me to use this. I think I get rid of Dockhand. The thing, if I just play this right now, they're going to know to hold up the blacksmith skill. I want to wait till like turn 3 when I can play explosives and just wipe their board, basically. Fuck. That's I would really like to be able to play that right now, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I could play the Spreading Seas here and just try to hurt them, but again, I'm kind of in the position where I actually want them to just play stuff here. And there's a chance I might pitch the Seas to Force if they threaten to do something dangerous. Or yeah, now we can kill that for sure. So Stoneforge, oh, that's not good. So they're getting Cauldron complete. Okay. Sure. It means Cauldron's gonna. I need to keep Trickster back for the time being. This hand is just really, really awkward. Okay, well, Dockhand is now the thing I can pitch to Force here. They have another fucking Saga, too. I want to try to hold this thing until they have, like, a hammer in play, but it's looking... They're on, like, the side of their deck where they're not actually trying to combo kill me, which is kind of unfortunate because our hand, like, is set up against the side that is trying to combo kill you. I can kill this thing. I think I'm supposed to. There's not really a whole lot they can do about it. Okay. There's now some possibility I might need this explosives on 0, which I'm not thrilled about, but of course. All right, yeah. They're on like entirely like the fair half of their deck here. They're going, yeah, I have to force this or I die. Fuck. Like that just happens sometimes. This is like really good with when they're basically for like the game 2 hand that they had. This is really good, but this we're on like the game. Yeah. No, what is this? Or the first game that they had. Yeah, this is like the game 1 hand. Like this is really good against, but now it's not going to help us very much. Uh, fuck. Okay. I have to just like trickster this thing. I don't think that I'm going to live through this. No, like it doesn't help me because yeah, they already have this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that was okay. That was the game. Yeah, but the one game that yeah, when they were like all in on just trying to kill with hammer, like that's where like explosives would shine. But no, then the last game there, they were just playing mostly fairly instead of like trying to combo kill, and basically our keep there was only just for like them trying to combo us, and sucks. Yeah, our draws did not help us because it was really awkward. Fuck. Why does this always happen to me? Like, come on. This is like the 4th hand in a row when I've had to mulligan because I started with 1 land. Sure. I guess we have to keep this. I guess I get rid of Master. All right. Let's see what we got here. Hammer is a really, really close matchup, and a lot of times it's just going to depend upon what kind of hand they kept versus what kind of hand you kept. All right. We're up against Burn. Okay. Well, this could be really good or this could be really bad. So we have a Trickster on top. They have 6 cards here. Sadly, I can't play the Trickster. So our options are either try to Tide Shaper this land and hope that they don't have a Bolt or another land, or Dismember this thing. We can let it attack us and we might draw another card from it. Could try to trade the Mutavault with it too. And then if they bolt Mutavault, then I Dismember it. That's not a bad plan. I'm just worried, like, yeah, they could also have, like, Searing Blaze, and if I do that, then that's going to end really poorly, too. So maybe I'm not a huge fan of it, but we might just have to Dismember it. So we're going to take at least another 2 from it, almost definitely. So let it give us a card, I guess, and then go from there. If they don't play another land, then we can definitely follow up with Tide Shaper. Okay, so they have another land here. Okay, well, actually, now I probably want to Dismember that thing. So that's going to deal more damage to me in general. Which this is going to hurt. And I may want to just throw Tide Shaper in front of the bus here. Interesting. I could actually animate Mutavault block here and then dismember that. That's not a bad way to go. No, well, okay, no, that's right. I can't do both things. All right, well, whatever. They're tapped out, which means they're not going to Searing Blaze Mutavault. Yeah, so that's right. It has Summoning Sickness. Svyelun's on top. Well, we can just Trickster it down next turn. So I guess this is okay. All right. I guess I can just cast the Tide Shaper. They might have Blaze, but I want to keep at least. I need to start putting cards in play, so. All right, and here we have to use Trickster. Okay, so we're not doing that bad. So they suspend a Rift Bolt. That's okay. We'll keep this on 2 for right now. I mean, it's not the best, but at least I can play it. I'll probably have to play Svyelun next turn. Yeah, no, that's true. Svyelun is really good against the burn deck, but I need to let them exhaust their hand a little bit more before I take up the vial. Because right now, like, we need to use the Trickster while we still can. Okay, interesting. They're going after the Dockhand. I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought it would be better for them to go after Trickster. Now, I am glad to have Svyelun in this match. I guess my commentary is more like I want Svyelun to live for as long as possible. So yeah, okay. They're gonna go after me? I mean, there's only so much I can do. Yeah, they're getting blockers out of the way, but that's why we have to keep the vial in 2 here so we can Trickster this at least for this turn. Fuck, we are in the. If they have Boros Charm, we're just dead. So there's nothing I can do. Like, they have 2 cards left, so all right. Well, they could still have Boros Charm, but they have 1 card left here, so. Like, we're not in a great spot, but if they just draw trash for the rest of the game, like, we could, maybe this will be okay. All right, well, now we have to just take our chances and tick this up, I think. They're going to bolt me? Okay. Well, they have 2 cards to draw here. Oh, that's less than ideal. Okay, so I'm at 1. So if Svyelun's indestructible, Svyelun can block this thing. They can draw 2 cards here, so if I attack, so it depends. If they draw like creature plus bolt, I would, or I guess no. If they draw any bolt, I'm dead. So if they draw a creature plus land, leaving back Tide Shaper is okay. I think that I'm supposed to just attack with the 2 Tricksters, and I throw away Tide Shaper if necessary. So if they draw any burn spell, I'm dead anyway. I mean, we're probably dead, but we're not guaranteed. If they did draw, like, say, Goblin Guide here, and they try to attack with both things, they force us to block and lose Tide Shaper, but we also get to kill one of their creatures, so that's kind of fine. We're probably dead. But they might have just drawn Dink. Like, they might just have 2 lands in their hand here. That's possible. We have to play as though they didn't. That's all we can do. Okay, they have it. Cool. Like, there were possible draws there where they could just draw, like, 2 lands, or even just drawing 1 creature wouldn't have been enough to kill us. So, I think it was fine not to concede. There are some decks, though, where we're in a position like that, and it's like, okay, realistically, even if we survive one more turn, it's not going to change the game. We were close enough in that game where if they just missed, like, 2 or 3 draws, then we could actually, like, still win that game. So, don't give up too early, but, like, also kind of know, like, what outs you have to them. So, it helps to know that. Okay. I don't think there was a lot that we could have done differently. I think we reasonably did about as much as we're not going to save another 3 life, I think. Yeah, but just, the mana situation was not ideal for us. Okay, so we have our forces here. We have Chalice. Some people like to go on the Seas plan. I don't know if I really want to do that. We still have to cut at least 1 more card here. Probably just cut a Dockhand. I mean, it is reasonable we could try spreading seas, but there's no guarantee that this plan's actually going to be very successful. I think most of these cards are also just better. Harbinger is especially nice because we can bounce like their Swift Spear and then they can't replay it because of Chalice. Yeah, I don't really want to change anything else, I think. This is not bad. We have Hexcatcher, Harbinger, Force. I mean, I have to keep it, I think, but it could be worse. It could also be a little bit better. This is not, like, ideal, I think, going into game 2, but they kept 7. That's usually not a good sign. Oh, we could just top deck Chalice, though, and, like, all of a sudden it's a totally different conversation we're having, so we'll see. Okay, well, they did not go turn 1 creature, so all of a sudden this is starting to look much better here. And I do think I need to play this Aether Vial. So because of that, since we're not going to be able to play anything else here, I think it actually might be worth playing Mutavault this turn, because we could draw more lands in the future to enable Otawara to do something else, but I really do want the Vial out right now. There's also, I guess, maybe we should tap the Mutavault to play it, just because, we could be threatening to, like, spell pierce them. I don't know if there's any way that they might get tricked to think that Mutavault's going to do something this turn. So maybe keeping the blue up is actually slightly better. I doubt that it's going to change what they're going to do here, though. Eidolon, that's fine. We have our Vial down, so Eidolon's not going to do anything. The only thing we're really interested in forcing right now are... Okay, well, we need to play this here. I don't really feel the need to do anything at the moment. I can hard cast my Force of Negation. That's fine. We might have to take some damage from Eidolon this turn. But we'll have Vial here, so as long as we can protect Vial, like, Eidolon's not going to be a concern, because we can just bounce it for forever, so... I might flash in the Hexcatcher at the end of turn. Yeah, it's true. They are going to take damage from their Eidolon as well, so... I don't have to be hugely concerned by it. Skewer the critics. Okay, so they take 2 from this. I think we're supposed to just take this one. That should be okay. I'm going to wait on the Hexcatcher for right now. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, I agree. We can bounce the Eidolon and then start worrying about casting this stuff. So here we have the option. We could bounce Eidolon, play Hexcatcher, attack with the Mutavault, and even if they try to if they try to Searing Blaze the Mutavault, we could just counter it by sacrificing like Harbinger. Now, one of these Harbingers is very possibly going to get pitched to Force. I mean, the other option is we could just like bounce it with Harbinger right now and just play 2 creatures and then just hold up Force with the other one. I mean, that's probably fine. And then if they jam Searing Blaze, then we have Hexcatcher to just counter it. So let's bounce this thing first without taking any more damage. You know, I might even hold up Hexcatcher for the time being, because if they fetch here, then I can safely deploy Hexcatcher and not have to risk getting the Blaze and Harbinger. I can always play it in their turn as well, so. See, here's a safe place to play it, because now they can't Blaze me. They don't have, yeah, because they don't have the mana from this, so. Well, again, if they can bolt, I don't care if they bolt a Harbinger, that's fine. If they bolt this, I will pitch a Harbinger to it anyway. Generally, if they're using their burn spells on the creatures, I'm okay with that. They're going to use Lightning Bolt in this thing. Okay, sure. I mean, sure, they can bolt me if they want, but I'm more interested in protecting myself from the more important spells here. We know that they have an Eidolon in hand that they didn't play, so very likely I might be Force of Negating something. That's pretty good. I think I can just attack with the 2 Harbingers here. Okay, they're going to do something, so let's see what they do. So again, I want to be able to force Searing Blaze. Like, that's the important spell that I care about. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so they Boros Charm me. They have 1 card left. This gets forced. And I think we just Vial and Lord here. We know what their 1 card is. It's Eidolon, so like there's no chance that they really want to play it. And now they're in like huge danger of dying. They can crack the canyon to try to draw a card, but They drew a land, so yeah, they play Eidolon, they can crack a canyon and hope for a bolt. That's not really great for them. I think, yeah, doing it now is correct. Like they but if yeah, casting it's not really much better for them, so even if they could play it here. That is fantastic. Yeah, we are absolutely going to attack with all. So okay, their best block here is like block Mutavault here, and then they die. So yeah, they have to do something, and then even if they do, we'll just Hexcatcher it. Yeah, they are dead on board. There's no reason for us to do anything else here. See, nailed it. All right, we're on the draw. I don't really think I want to change anything. I think this was fine. Right, I like these cards are okay, but I don't think that they're much better than what we have. So the only card I'm not sure about is like this one Dockhand. I mean, it's something to do on turn one, but sometimes it might conflict with Chalice a little bit. So it's sort of like medium here, but I don't really feel like these are any better. So I think I'm just fine to run this back. This hand looked great. We have Force plus Mana Leak here and Svyelun, so that's fine. I'm happy to see this. Okay. Alright, Goblin Guide. I mean, it's okay. It's not... I'm not, like, thrilled to see them have this, because we're going to be taking some damage from it for a little while. Well, we're drawing Aether Vial, so, okay. It could have gone worse. Vial is going to help us here. The only thing that could really improve this any better is if somehow we just drew, like, Chalice of the Void. I'm not happy to see that. Oh, they're on a very creature-heavy draw here. They have 3 cards left. Okay. We are 1-1. This is round 3. We are drawing another Svyelun. That's not really what I wanted to see this turn, but so be it. Pick this up. Yeah, I believe that we have to just play Harbinger, and I think we want to bounce the Swift Spear. Because the Harbinger can at least threaten to block Goblin Guide, and if they try to Searing Blaze it, I will force a Searing Blaze. Alright, let's see. What do we got, opponent? Another Goblin Guide. I'm not thrilled about that. We probably do need to play Svyelun next turn. You're correct. Well, they have... Okay, so... Maybe they have... They might have Searing Blaze. They might be considering using it right now. It looks like that might be what's happening. Okay, they're letting the triggers happen first. Interesting. So Mana Leak and another Mana Leak is on top here. Okay. Okay, and I assume they're just going to play Swift Spear. No, I guess they don't have... Maybe they have Boros Charm. That could be what's going on right now. Skullcrack. Okay, so we know what the rest of their hand looks like right now. If I Mana Leak this, I'm taking at least 3 damage anyway. Whereas if I just take 3, I can play Svyelun and I might only have to, yeah, like maybe the difference is I take 5 next. Yeah, it's, but I still have Force up, so I guess I just have to take this. Yeah, we're gonna take it up. We just have to play Svyelun here. Yeah, because Svyelun needs to start blocking for us. We need to start using Mana Leaks next turn, but we're probably going to need to use Force in any spell this turn. Okay. Give us an island, please. Tide Shaper is not really what I wanted to see here. Yeah, I think I do have to block the Goblin Guide, because there's no guarantee they have another spell, but even if they do, I'm going to take 2 regardless, and I'm just going to force whatever they play. Which might be a Bolt here. Skullcrack. I do have to force this. Probably have to pitch Svyelun, right? I don't know how likely it is that we're gonna get to. Yeah, I think we have to hold on to the Mana Leaks. They have 1 card left. Well, we know what we're drawing. Yeah, we have to play the Tide Shaper. Kicking it doesn't really work here, so we just play it off of the Cavern. The question now is whether we bother attacking or not. It's really dangerous. I guess they probably don't have another creature in. I guess we're dead if they have like 2 burn spells, I think. But Tide Shaper we can throw it away to block this thing, so maybe that might be what we have to do. Because this can also draw us on like a 2-drop to Vial into play. I think we're sufficiently far enough behind where I need to just gamble and attack. So, and just hope that Mana Leak plus Tide Shaper. Oh, there we go. That's fantastic. I'm gonna Vial that in and get the extra damage in now. Beautiful. All right, Mana Leak hopefully can save us for another turn at least. We're at the point where we're just countering like any spell that they play, so. Well, they know that we have a leak, so they have to be careful. Right? Eidolon? I think I'm supposed to leak that. I mean, they could have a bolt, but so what? Like, I don't have a choice. I have to just do this. They're not going to be, like, the best they can do is they can attack with the Swift Spear. And they could have, they don't have a lightning bolt, because if they had a bolt, they would have definitely attacked and, like, probably bolted me. They don't know we have another Mana Leak. Okay, this is over. So we attack with all of this. So this is 3, 7. Yeah, they can't tap the can. It's okay. We don't technically have lethal if we attack them, right? Because we only have 8, 11. They don't have to block with the Swift Spear. Yeah, I think Svyelun Mutavault is probably fine enough for right now. trying to think. Yeah, but I guess if we attack with everything, they can't actually use this for mana anymore. They have one card in hand, so I don't think it's a lightning bolt, because if they had a bolt, they would have used it last turn. And so what are the cards they could have in their hand that matter here? Yeah, and I think we do have mana leak for whatever they play, so if they had something that cost one, like, I don't know, I feel like I am better off just attacking with Svyelun Mutavault here. I like this better. I mean, Force of Negation doesn't really do anything. Okay, they're going to throw away Swift Spear, that's fine. I mean, it means that if they try to, like, bolt us and then bolt us again in the upkeep, we have a force for it, so I think we have effectively won here. I don't think that they're... Yeah, because to cast 2 spells, they almost definitely are going to have to pay 1 for this, so... I don't think they can win here. I'm pretty sure no matter what they do, they're going to die. If they play a 1-drop creature, I don't think I counter a 1-drop right now, because they could have Boros Charm, but... Okay, well, we just win. There we go. Nope. Right. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Ward is going to keep them from going after the creatures, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, they're dead. It's over. They're drawing a card that means that they have nothing. Alright, cool. We win. It's a little scary there at the end, but we navigated it correctly, and Mana Leak once again showing how powerful it is in our sideboard. Always happy to have that card there. There was some possibility that they might have tried baiting us out with, like, a lightning bolt to our face and then holding back Boros Charm to try to kill us that way. So it probably would be correct not to counter any 1-drop just in case. I don't think I can keep this in the blind. This is better. Keep this. I'm getting rid of Mutavault because I can't cast anything else off of it. Okay. And I guess if we're up against Ragavan, then Dismember will be good. We're up against Tron. Okay, well, his hand's not actually that good against Tron, but at least it's better than what we had before. Yeah, well, we have to cast this Tide Shaper or we are just dead, so... I mean, it keeps us in the game a little bit longer, so let's go. They just search for the tower. Sure, we'll go after the power plant. It still might not be enough, but we have to at least try, so... Oh, fuck me. Alright, it's over. We're fucked. I do have 2 forces in the main deck. We could have drawn Force here, but... Alright, they are definitely 1,000% going to have Tron online this turn. If I play the other Tide Shaper, it doesn't matter because they're just going to blow it up. Okay. Maybe, yeah, let's see if they get greedy and they crack this early. No, they're smart. Yeah, we just have to play Harbinger and pray. Like, there's like a single-digit % chance that we're gonna, like, win this game now. Main deck engineered explosives off of the fucking power plant mana, like, from the Tide Shaper is... I can't. What? There's no way. How is this a main deck card for this deck? What the hell? That is ridiculous. I can't even. We're playing against Bluetron again. I see. He's playing. All right, this makes a little bit more sense. Is this the same person we played against last time? No, I think that this is I think this is the Bluetron list that we played before. So, all right. Dismember, sure. I guess I'm gonna have to play Tide Shaper. Yeah. Well, I think the problem is I actually have to. This is so bad because they can just put explosives back on top of their deck if I don't hit the Academy ruins. And then they'll just put it on top and then blow this up, and then we're not really getting anywhere. So the only chance that we have is to hit the ruins, I think. They can pay colorless mana for X, so what they would do is they could like tap this and then two of these Tron lands. Yeah, I don't know. Blue Tron, I mean, it's fantastic. Like they got Ballista. I think this is over. Yeah, all right. Like whatever. We have lost this game, and it is actually incredible that this is how we keep like losing against this deck. All right. Well, we definitely want Subtlety, and we want Force. I think we want Mana Leak and Spreading Seas. So we have to take out like a bajillion cards. Dismember, I don't think we want you. Phantasmal Image, I don't think we want you. We have to take out 4 more cards. Yeah, Harbinger can come out. It's not really necessary here. We have to take out 1 more thing. Probably like a Dockhand, I think. I don't really think there's anything else that's better to take out. I think this is about what we have to do here. I mean, that's true. We do want pressure, so like we could take out 1 Svyelun. I like that, actually. Yeah, like this isn't the sort of match that, again, it's not really going to grind out very long, so I don't know how much. I mean, I guess that maybe we're supposed to keep this just because it's super aggressive, so yeah. We just have to kill them before they can like get anything. Are you fucking kidding me? How? How is this happening? What the hell? They're talking about like how lucky Blue Tron has been against me, and now they start with fucking Gemstone Caverns. Oh my god. Fuck. Alright, I think we're just playing a Lord here, and then we'll play the Vial next turn. I want to be able to attack this turn. That's really good, too. Alright. Because I also have Force of Negation, so I think right here we're going to play Vial plus Hexcatcher. Yeah, let's let him counter the Vial, I guess. They're not going to do it. Do I want the extra 1 damaging now? Or I guess I could just wait until their turn. Yeah, I can play Hexcatcher on their turn. That's fine. Alright. There we go. We got it in play safely. We still have Force of Negation up, which is nice. Because I wanted them to try to have to make a bad decision, alright? Because there's a very good chance that they would consider countering it, and then we just force it, and then that takes up their entire turn. But Instead, they're gonna. It looks like they're going for this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna force this. I mean, sure, they have a ballista, but it's not really helping them right now. I guess if we draw a land here, that's really good because we can play Lord and attack with Mutavault. Okay, well that's actually really enticing. So the shield, they only have 3 mana, right? They didn't play a land this turn. So I don't know what they can reasonably do. If I just play Master of the Pearl Trident, I think they're fucked. But their best hope is to like draw a land and kill off Hexcatcher. I don't think that's going to do anything. So maybe we keep the shields up next turn because then we can Violin Lord and then still have Force up. Yeah, they did play a second gemstone. Well, that means they have that has to be like desperation mode for them, right? Like there's no way they play second gemstone if that wasn't their only land. So basically they don't have any more lands. And now if they don't draw something here, they're just dead, so it doesn't matter. They did not ping my face. They have to know that they're just dead, so we tick this up. Okay. I guess I just go for this, right? They just gave up. Okay, cool. Finally, all right, we have a win against this deck. I don't really think I'm changing anything here. This looks about where it needs to be. Yeah, it is how this should go, but like, my God, we've had like such incredibly like ridiculous games versus this the last 2 leagues. I think this hand is fine, right? We have Svyelun. I mean, Force is gonna slow them down. Mana Leak and Hexcatcher. I think we have to keep this. It could be a little bit better, but I am definitely gonna force that. No, we're not letting them get this. And I'll probably start by flashing in Hexcatcher. Actually, shields are down right now. I guess I could play the Master of the Pearl Trident here. They didn't play a Tron land, so they're gonna condescend. Ugh. Oh, that's right. I forgot that they have like this, so no, that's my bad. I did not think that they would be able to do it. Whatever, it's fine, I guess. They're not gonna do anything that like matters this turn, is what I mean. I'm not worried about what they're casting here. This turn I'm gonna pass though. Omen of the Sea, sure. It's like we don't have to worry about them having like turn 3 Tron, and there's like not really a lot that they can do with 3 mana that I have to be afraid of. 4 mana is a different story. Like here, I like they might have another answer to Hexcatcher, but I don't want them to play Karn or something. All right, they're gonna dismember it. Sure. I need to draw another land. Like that's where we're at. Okay. See, now we're kind of in trouble because like I can play Svyelun here. They have 3 cards with. I guess the only bad thing that could happen is if they play like Karn or maybe like Ballista. I guess we still have to play Svyelun. Maybe. It could be a counter. That's possible. Is a remand? Not great. Alright, well, I mean, I guess it could have gone better and it could have gone worse. We need to have a 4th land badly. There's Karn. See, like, this is the problem. They have Karn. They're going to get Expedition Map in play. So they have Tron mana online next turn. Subtlety might help us a little bit. So it means whatever they play with their Tron mana, we might just be able to Subtlety it. But it also means this Mana Leak is probably dead, so that might be the thing I have to pitch here. Alright. Unless they play like Walking Ballista, then maybe I'll hold it back just in case. But definitely, like, drawing like Cavern of Souls or Island would be ideal, I think. Okay, sure. Find something with Karn. They're getting Trinisphere. Okay. I see. They're gonna put the shields up with the Trinisphere so that we can't play Subtlety. That sucks. They did that just to dismember the fucking Svyelun, though. That's bad. They have 2 cards in hand. There's the fucking island we need, but we can't actually, like, do anything now. I guess maybe we're supposed to just hold up Subtlety and then cast it and hope that that's going to be good enough this turn. I don't know, like, this guy is really good at drawing everything. I don't know. Double Dismember, 2 counterspells, Tron lands. Yeah, no, it's a thing. Engineered explosives on X equals 3? What? No, it's cast with 2 colors. Okay, so we can't play the Lords while this is in play. I mean, all right, no, they're playing it for 2 because they have blue and black here. So I guess we're just hoping that Subtlety is gonna kill off this Karn. That's all we got. All right, that's not terrible. Get rid of Karn. They're gonna scry 2 here. Yeah, we do have to pay 3 mana for whatever we're doing, so pitching something to force is not an option right now. Lost badly to burn, or lost to burn. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's always frustrating, but like, there's only so much you can do here. Well, we are definitely going to cast this and hope that they don't have anything else. No. No, 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 no. What are you doing? God damn it! They scried into Karn plus Walking Ballista. What the hell? Oh my god. No. I guess I can play this Trickster. I think we are dead. Like, there's like nothing we can really do here. I don't know. Like, this was just ridiculous. Like, they have had everything that they could ever possibly want in life. I have no outs here except for them fucking up somehow, which is not gonna be a thing. Yeah, 2 Dismembers and 2 Counterspells, 2 Karns, Natural Ballista off top, Trinisphere, and EE. And our curve was, like, pretty terrible, I think, too. So, it did not help on top of that. Life is hard. Alright, well, they can just, yeah, they can kill off Subtlety and crack the explosives if they want to. Dismember top deck would have won probably instead of Trickster. Possibly. But Dismember in general is not very good against this deck, so. Alright, whatever. We're done with this. I don't know. Maybe. It's possible. But I think if they had all of that anyway, it wasn't really going to matter. The thing is, like, they have a ridiculously good late game. Like, our advantage is that we're supposed to be able to kill them before they get to the late game, so there's only so much we can do about that. So we go into round 5, 2-2. Let's. Alright. Have a good dinner, Joe. Alright, let's see if we can at least finish this off positive. That'd be nice. No. It is also just insanely ridiculous. They main decked Engineered Explosives and had it, like, for our Tide Shapers in game 1. Like, absolutely fucking absurd. Okay. I guess this is a fine hand, but we don't have anything to do on turn 1, and I hate that because I put a lot of stuff on the 1-drop here, so. See what we got here. Should be mirror free. Alright, well, we'll find out. I haven't played the Merfolk Mirror in a really long time. I know it's out there, but, like, I almost never face it. Marsh Flats, that's usually not a good sign. Swamp Underworld Cookbook. Absolutely fucking no. There is no chance in hell that we're doing this. Which one do I care about least here? Probably Harbinger of the Tides, I think. We're not letting you just cookbook me here. All right. Sure, I guess let's start off with Lord of Atlantis. It's also been a while since I've played against a cookbook deck. Alright, there's Saga, so we have to find a Tide Shaper to kill that quickly. Thoughtseize, like they I think that they take Lord, or maybe they take Svyelun. One of the two is probably correct. They're pretty close here, because I don't have another land, so there's a good chance I might not play this. I could see them taking the Lord. But there's, like, I don't know. It's maybe, like, 50-50 in that, so, yeah. Of course they just have a second one. Why the hell would they not? And we draw the Force just a little bit too late. Alright. Well, they didn't discard a card there, so that's interesting. Discarding Emrakul. Alright. Goryo's Vengeance. Alright, no. Get the fuck out of here. We are not doing that. Holy shit. Wow. No. Fuck that. You can see. Oh, we got some salt from them too. They went all in on this Emrakul plan. Now it's not a thing. All right. Oh, God damn it. All right. Maybe this is a sign that they don't have anything else left here. Sure. I'll just play the island. They are they. They have 2 cards here, so they can use Saga and find something. They get a construct, so we'll see. Either a Tide Shaper or a Trickster would be ideal, I think. Alright. They're shocking themselves for this Overground Tomb, so maybe that means they have a Fatal Push. It's pretty good. Yeah, you know what? We should screenshot this, well, shouldn't we? Alright, hold on. Make sure that... There we go. Yeah. We're definitely gonna... I think we're playing Svyelun in passing, but, let's put this here. That's fine. Means if they have removal, yeah, okay, that's good. Just pass. I mean, all right. So yeah, Svyelun is indestructible here, assuming they don't have removal. Again, Island Walk just wins us the game. Trickster wins us the game here. We have good outs. Okay. They crack Brainstone. Means Svyelun can probably attack pretty safely. Okay, so yeah, they're on like Cookbook Reanimator. Okay. Make a food token. Discarding Gristlebrand. Can you do anything with that right now? Do you have a land? I don't know. What? Or I guess are you just trying to make the construct bigger? Oh, okay. I see. They have Asmarano. Hmm. All right. Well, we need to draw big this turn right now. Dismember would help. All right, Svyelun. I need you to attack and succeed. They have to block with something, so. Let's see. If I attack with all 3, they do have to. Okay, so like any 2 creatures are lethal, so they do have to block all of them, right? Like they can't just block Svyelun here and then take this. The thing is, they might block like this, block here, take 3, and then that could be bad. I think that I'm supposed to attack with all of them. Now, the problem is they can gain a bunch of life from this. So, like, this is the only turn I have where them blocking one thing is not enough. They have to block at least 2 things, so Yeah, they have to block both things, so I can force Asmarana to die here. But also then Svyelun will probably die. But I think if this is really, really close, I think I'm just going to attack with Svyelun. Okay, so they discard a card. They block with their construct. Like, yeah. So we could have drawn like a Hexcatcher or a Trickster, but this is not ideal. Like, I really needed a good card from Svyelun there, and I don't think Dockhand was enough. They have no cards left in hand. All right. All right. Big draw. Come on. Give us something good. That was a great draw. Okay. Okay, so here, I think, yeah, just Svyelun has to attack. Oh, you know what? I should have played the island first because I could have, like, drawn a Trickster or Hexcatcher. Alright. We'll play this. Cavern of Souls on Merfolk. I guess I can tap down the Overgrown Tomb. Let's just hurt their mana a little bit more. While they don't have other cards in hand. Yep, they make a food token, which they can use to kill off the Master of the Pearl Trident, but then this thing becomes a 3/3. We're still in fairly good shape here. Okay. So they have to block Svyelun when it attacks. So if I draw another Merfolk, like, I'm in fantastic shape. Oh, that's great. They're going to get so ridiculously dunked on. I guess I just attack with Svyelun and then make it indestructible. Okay. They don't have 2 food tokens, so this is fine. I think we've got this one. They have no cards in hand, so we'll just tap down a land, make our Hexcatcher that much more active so that they can't, like, find some nonsense. Alright, we win. Game 1. Fuck! Alright, I think we want explosives because 1 and 0 are both going to be good numbers. We want force. I don't think that Dockhand is going to be very good. Alright. They are going to definitely try to reanimate Emrakul, so maybe Mana Leak would help. Also, Chalice of the Void also seems reasonable, because 0 and 1 are both probably good numbers for this. They're an Urza Saga deck, so like this is relevant, and Mana Leak is definitely a consideration. So we have to like choose what hate we want here. This is actually a really tough to choice because we have lots of really good cards, and it's hard to say exactly what we're gonna need here. Dismember seems fine because it can kill Asmarana, but I don't know what else they have outside of that that matters for that. It might not matter that much. So maybe Dismember is something we consider taking out here. So we do have the explosives to kill off her. So we have 28 creatures. Maybe Harbinger might be okay. Like, Image is probably not going to be okay because if they get Emrakul into play, like we're not going to have time to do it because it gets exiled at the end step. So they put Emrakul in play, there's no opportunity for us to like hard cast Image, and they're going to get to attack with it anyway. Doesn't seem very good. So we probably have to take out 2 more cards. Most of the rest of these are pretty fine. So not easy. Like we do have to like Thoughtseize is definitely something that can hit us. Maybe it's so hard. Like Harbinger and Trickster like are fine. I don't know, maybe 2 Svyelun's, but like they actually did really good here too. It is not clear to me at all like which of these are like the 2 worst cards. Oh fuck. Did I oh god, I did not side I did none of my sideboards stuck cuz I didn't submit it. Fuck. All right. Well, that's bad. All right. Well, I guess we're keeping this and then just hoping for the best. That was I totally did not notice the time on that, so that was really awful. This could have been like maybe a Dockhand start. Might have been better to slow them down, but they didn't have anything on 1, so I'm just planning to vial this in. That's pretty good. We do have Trickster, so if they try to go for a Vengeance, we can always tap it down. But it doesn't seem like they have a way to discard anything at the moment, so I don't think that they're going to be able to kill us this turn. I guess it's possible they could. All right, we'll hold back the Lord here. Just in case, like, they kept a combo hand. But that was really a blunder to, like, fucking not sideboard. My god. Okay, so they got the cookbook, so they might just be going for it here. Oval Chase, okay. That's not great. Hmm. Um... Not terribly pleased with how this has gone. They have the engine online here, so I guess having if we can draw a Dismember, like that's going to be fantastic, but that's about it. They can kill off one of our creatures here by using 2 foods. I really need Dismember, though. Like, I don't think I can win right now with this on the board. I am just hoping right now that I can bait them into trying to exchange the 2 food tokens to go after Svyelun. And in which case I can Vial in Lord of Atlantis and just protect it. Alright, well they had a Fatal Push anyway, so... may as well put it in. And goodbye, Svyelun. Yeah, we're just kind of dead here. We got, like, nothing against this. Oh, they had another Fatal Push on top of it, too. Fuck. Alright. I either have to top deck the Dismember right now or I'm just conceding, because there's not realistically a way that we're going to win here. Alright. Let's actually sideboard this time. Okay, so I do think I want this. Well, it's going to be better now because we're also on the play, so these sideboard cards are going to matter more. Alright, I might be inclined to keep in like 2 Dismembers now. Whatever, let's just do it like this. It is a combo deck, but it is also a deck that, like, I think that we're just gonna try to play Chalice on 1 and hope that's good enough. It should turn off a lot of the really important spells for them. If I put it on 0, it stops Asmarana, but they need to like discard a card first, so I think I'm gonna hope that Chalice on 1's more effective. Well, there's Thoughtseize, so goodbye, Chalice. They have no choice but to take it. That was not really great. I guess I'm just playing Mutavault here. We haven't done anything else at the moment, so we could be in trouble. This is game 3. I kind of fucked up and didn't sideboard for game 2. But it didn't really matter because turns out not sideboarding was actually better since they since they were on like just the fair plan for game 2. So Dismember would have actually been more helpful than, like Mana Leak, but it doesn't matter because we didn't find it anyway. This looks very strongly to me like Fatal Push is being held up here, so I'm just going to pass. And I'm just going to hope that they can't kill me this turn. It is possible if they have, like, exactly the combo. They have 6 cards here. Like, it looks like I might just want to wait until I have Svyelun or something. I don't really feel safe, like, committing anything to the board at this moment. I think I will tick this one up just in case we draw Svyelun. That's pretty good, actually. Alright. Alright, we have a little bit of defense, I guess, here, so we'll see. Like, I assume they have Fatal Push, sure. They're not doing anything either, which means they don't have, like, cookbooks in hand. They don't have, like, they might be stuck on Asmaranas that they can't cast. They don't have, like, Thoughtseizes, so the only thing I can imagine is they have, okay, I guess they could have Asmarana that they can't discard from their hand, so I can only imagine they have a pile of removal and, like, Goryo's Vengeance and, like, Emrakul, and they don't have a way to put it into the graveyard yet. Alright. Well, that's actually good, because that saves us from getting hit by Emrakul. No more removal. Okay, that's a good sign. I think I'll keep the Cavern of Souls in hand. So, I don't know what piece that they're missing, but they don't... Alright, they had to have just drawn the land, because I don't think they played one last turn. They could have just been waiting to see if we would play more removal. Or maybe they could have... Just turn 5 and yeah, so they missed one land drop, so... Bone Shards... Okay. They discarded Agoro's Vengeance. Alright, sure. I feel like that means they have another one and they're just waiting for an opportunity to use it. But I mean, I guess if they had the Emrakul, they would have wanted to discard Emrakul and just go for it here, right? But I guess they couldn't because of the Hexcatcher. So are they doing all 3 modes? Hold on a second. Oh, they're just targeting me. Okay, sure. So they can see what I have in the hand. They didn't escalate it at all, so... I mean, they didn't go for it, so, like... I don't know if it's safe to play this Trickster or not. Oh, yeah, I see. It is really weird here. So, okay, so let's try to think about their hand. They didn't have removal. They didn't have, like, any of the 1-drop artifacts. They obviously didn't have lands because they didn't play them. It does just buy us a turn. All right, I'm gonna play it and just hope that this is good enough. All right. All right, it looks like they're gonna do the thing here. Look, I see. Like, this is what I'm saying. They like definitely had it. So like playing Trickster was just like such a fucking mistake. They did not have nothing, and we should have known that because of the way that we read their hand. So here we're gonna have to sacrifice like everything except for probably Trickster. Yeah. So this is what I mean. Like we knew that this was gonna be the case. But that's okay. I indulge chat from time to time because I feel like it's important so that everybody is on the same page with this. All right, let's just hope they don't draw removal and that Trickster can just get there versus their one card. It's not impossible, but it's not likely either, so... They played a land, so that's good. That means they don't have anything. They probably have like another Emrakul or another Vengeance, and that's not enough. We need to draw a land so we can play one of these things. Like if we, yeah, finding another land playing Harbinger would be great. All right, well, they didn't do anything here, so it could just be another dead combo piece. Oh wait, no, they waited till second main. All right, they might have something. I mean, I guess it could be like Thoughtseize, and they're like, no, we can't cast that. All right, that's great. Okay, I guess we're just casting Harbinger here. Put two things in play and hope that they can't deal with both of them. They go to 1. I guess they feel like the difference between 2 and 1 is not relevant here, so... Okay, what do you got, opponent? You have 3 cards. Do they do anything? Oh, the Assault. We got there. Hold on, let me go back here. Fucking amazing. That is great. I love it. Alright. That has to be another screenshot. Well, I mean, okay, so this is a thing in Legacy, like, the same way with, like, Sneak and Show a lot of times. They go through this same exact experience where sometimes they like, just show and tell an Emrakul into play, and they'll still lose because that's not actually good enough to beat some of the decks. You can just outrace them, so... We're kind of at, like... This is weirdly really similar to, like, how some of the Legacy combo decks with Emrakul play out, where or they might like have Emrakul for like sneak attack, but that's not enough to actually win the game, and then they don't have a follow up, so they just end up losing here. So to be fair, I think we did win this one at the end on the basis of luck and like holding the Trickster would probably correct instead of just playing damage. But you know what? Like I said, sometimes I like to indulge the chat just because the learning experience to see the inevitable result of those actions is worth more than the like what the few play points I'm going to get from it. So that's why I sometimes like I said, I will do that on purpose just to do it. That's fine. But if and it's not always clear too because sometimes it's not like an outright losing line, but sometimes like it's just like maybe a 60-40 kind of thing where it's like, okay, this is more likely than not to fail, but it doesn't mean it's impossible for it to. So and like those ones in particular are a lot closer, and then sometimes again like I will just for the sake of science we'll do it, but no, learning the hard way, that's that's what happens here. Like, they'd have to sack the Emrakul at the end of turn, kind of like sneak attack. So, but yeah, then the rest of their hand, like, and you could tell because of the way that they were playing, they didn't play removal. Like, they weren't playing, any of the artifacts. So the only thing they had available that reasonably made sense is they're holding like Emrakul's and like Goro's Vengeance, and they're just trying to find a way to like get it into play. So like that reading, we should have definitely like known that based on how they were playing, that those were the cards they were holding. So, and it turns out we were correct. That is exactly what happened. But then because we also knew that that's all they were holding, then at the end here, when they just start like playing lands off the top, they missed a land drop, so we knew that they kept drawing lands instead of anything relevant. And then the last like other two cards that they drew had to have just been like more Emrakul's or Vengeances or something that do nothing. Or maybe Asmarano that they couldn't play because they didn't have a way to discard it. So yeah, that's how that worked out here. So yeah, we lost against Hammer Time and Mono Blue Tron, which again is ridiculously frustrating to lose against Tron. Hammers, like we had, I don't know, the Hammers match is always close, and it's going to depend upon like kind of what their hand looks like, but that's, yeah, I don't really, like, I'm not a super upset about Hammer because we do kind of the best we can against them, but Tron is the one that you should be like more upset about, so it is what it is. But we still pulled out 3-2. We beat that deck. We we beat the probably creativity deck that just like shame conceded, and then yeah, we beat Burn. So beating Burn's a pretty good matchup. It's like at least 60% for us. So we have the forces and mana leaks to help against them. Hexcatcher I think is also a huge difference maker in that match now. For a while, Burn was really more close to 50-50, but I think once we got Hexcatcher, it went solidly back into our favor. So I'm never really unhappy to see that deck. I couldn't really tell whether Image was like a problem in the deck or a benefit or not. We didn't really use it at all, but I think maybe we should just continue playing with this because I still don't have a good feel on whether I like this or not. There's a lot of upside to it. So the benefit to running a card like this is that you're increasing your variance a little bit. So over the course of like an event, you can run really hot if you like the right circumstances pop up for this. So yeah, but it also can be just really bad if you play against decks like where this card does nothing at all. So the floor is pretty low, but the ceiling is also really high on how good Image can be. So I still want to test it more to get an idea of how many, if any, we should be playing. Because right now we just cut a Harbinger and a Lord for them, and I don't think we really missed either of these two copies. Like I think we were fine with everything else. So this probably needs more testing. That's all. I think we did copy Mutavault one game, right? Yeah. We did copy Mutavault with Image, so maybe that was an example of it doing something positive because it helped us cast another spell that turn. I like Engineered Explosives over Ratchet Bomb because you can play it and crack it immediately, and so remember the primary deck that we want this against is Hammer Time, right? And because they're playing a bunch of 1-drops that matter immensely to us, like Sigarda's Aid and Colossus Hammer. But on top of that, they also have a bunch of other ones that matter, like Shadow Spear and the Giver of Runes and Esper Sentinel. So it blows up a lot of really relevant stuff versus that deck. And we can do it for 1 blue and 2 colorless mana. So on turn 3, out of nowhere, if they just like tap out, we can just land explosives and just clear their whole board, and there is nothing they can do about it. The problem that Ratchet Bomb runs into is they do have blacksmith skill. So if you are relying on Ratchet Bomb to tick up to 1, they're going to see it coming, and they're going to be able to sequence their plays a little bit better so that maybe they're holding on to that blacksmith skill in preparation for you cracking the bomb. Whereas with explosives, they're not going to know what's happening until you play it. And so they might have skill and they might not tap out, but that means they weren't going to anyway. But it gives you that opportunity for them to put the shields totally down and then just expose themselves to it. And I don't think most of them are going to expect the Merfolk deck to be playing this card. So the chances like where it shines is when they're all in on their combo plan. Like we did see one game where they were super in on combo, and like again having an explosives in that scenario just basically means you win the game on the spot. However, as we did see in our league, like this car, it's not as good when they're on the more like slow fair plan where they're just playing like Esper Sentinel and then Stoneforge for like Cauldron Complete. Like it sucks a lot more than, and then like Pure Steel Paladin on top of it makes it hard. So doesn't do as much there. It's there to make sure you don't like get combo killed immediately, and like if they go that route and you can just weather a hit from them, you may be using like Trickster or Harbinger or Hexcatcher or something, or Dismember or something, then you follow it up with explosives and just like completely lock them out, and then you should be able to catch up from that point. Because you should still have at least some board, and they should have like basically nothing in play. So the surprise factor is why I like that card a lot more. Yeah, Ratchet Bomb could tick up to like higher numbers, but I don't think there's realistically any deck that I would want to tick a Ratchet Bomb up against, because everything's like way too fast for that to actually matter. The ability to play this and crack this on the same turn is why I like this card the most. So, I mean, there are a couple other options, but I don't like them as much. Stuff like Hercule's Recall is okay, but I mean, it's not that great. It's better against when they have like Pure Steel, but it's worse when they have like Sigarda's Aid, because they can often just replay it. I mean, it can hurt them a little bit more because it bounces like Construct tokens, so it's not like there's some give and take to like different sideboard cards for this option, but this is the one that I feel the most confident in, because this is the one that punishes them for their fast starts. And if we have like even a reasonable hand and explosives, that's great. The problem is like the hand that we had like was not very good outside of the explosives, so we weren't able to really fight them on their fair plan. And that just happens sometimes. You just draw the wrong half of the deck and it's tough, but that's life. So, we do what we can with this. I don't know. I think that overall we're doing okay. Like I don't feel like there's anything drastically wrong with the deck at the moment, so I'm not gonna make drastic changes to it for now. Yeah, so that's about where I'm gonna leave this for today. All right. I don't know who is even like playing stuff right now. We have to go and raid somebody, but I have no idea if anybody's playing Modern. So, yeah, let's take a look here. Who's actually playing? I guess the Arena Championship is going on, but I don't really care too much about that. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, yeah, the whole time.
Memorial event is going on. I don't recall what one actually doing this.
Well done, ma'am.
This might be a good one.
What did I do?
Go and check out. I've seen this is run for a few years, I think, at this point, so it's got a pretty decent following to it, and yeah, I think that's what most people are watching right now. All right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna raid that. Everybody, if you're watching the replay, do me a favor, click the thumbs up on here. The likes let me know that you enjoy the content, and feel free on the replays to leave a comment. I upload all the stuff to YouTube about a day afterwards, so please go and check it out. Yeah, and like I said, I will read all the comments, and your support means everything to me. That's all I ask for, is clicking the like button. That's good enough for me. It makes me feel great that I'm not wasting my time doing this. So I know in the past week we've had a bunch more people join the Discord, and the link is in the description for the replay in this. So if you're not part of Fish MTG, you should definitely come hang out with us. We get a lot of different resources and opinions about Merfolk and just Magic in general. Yeah, and everybody, thank you for watching. So that's all I've got for today. I will see you again next week.